I want to take my cat. You want your cat?
My cat is
That's
here.
meow one.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of the wedding panel. We took a very short 2 weeks break and we are now ready and we are back with episode 2. So today we will be talking more about wedding videography, but as usual before we start, let me just do a very quick introduction. My name is Michelle from Archers & Co. And whatever that we are going to say in this episode and in the past episode and in the next few episodes are purely based on the experiences that we have encountered so far. And it's not representative of everybody in this industry. So without further ado, I'll just pass on to my the person next to me right here. He is
Melvin from Momento. Hello. Hi guys.
And we also have,
I'm Patrina from A Merry Moment.
yes. So I think in the past week or so, we have been collecting questions from all of you as usual, from Davey, from IG Story, from Facebook, and maybe some of you even drop us a comment personally just to ask us your burning questions. So today we will answer all of them as much as we can. So let's get down to it. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, number 1, do I still need a videographer if I already have a photographer? Who want to go first? Melvin, let's go number 1.
Okay. Video, I feel the video will complement the photo because you can get more of the emotions out from video. Like you can hear voices, you can relive that day. It's more like you complete the whole day with a video inside, rather than just a photo. A photo is good, but it's a still. So if you get a video, so you have more emotions to live with.
Katrina, what do you think?
I'm actually a photographer myself, right? So I work with Leon who does video, and sometimes even when I'm editing the photos, right, I feel like sometimes there are some things missing. Like you can't hear what's going on and all that. So Leon and I are always telling our couples, think about the audio aspects of your day. So it's like your vows during your solemnization, the speeches that you put in so much effort in.
Yeah.
And if you really put in so much effort in all these things, then I think should get them recorded.
I mean, maybe just to add on to that, like with the recent wedding that just happened, I feel like even though it was just 10 days ago, it felt like the day passed very quickly, but at the same time, I feel like it has been so long away. And I think when I rewatch all the videos that my friends have sent me so far, obviously it's not on the videographer yet because it's only been 10 days, guys, patience. So, it's really a very, very different feeling when you watch, like what you said, right?
Yeah.
Moving objects and
Correct.
like people
The
actually
emotions,
talking
people are
and
laughing,
the way you
smiling.
smile. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It really adds on a lot to the entire day rather than just like scrolling through photos. Of course, photos you can zoom in, it's something that you can hang on the wall, but
Yes,
videos is something you can rewatch over and over again. At least that's what I've been doing lah. So I think, guys, personally from my point of view, I think if you can afford it, I really strongly propose for you to go ahead with videography as well, because
Thank you.
it's you're welcome.
Yeah.
Commission after this.
Basically, okay, no problem.
So it really adds on to the entire memory that you can hold on to for like 5 years, 10 years down the road. Because I always tell my couple this, like 10 years down the road, the person that will be looking through your wedding photos and videos, it's not your friends, maybe your parents, yes, but the person that will be looking at it the most is the two of you. So, during the wedding, you might have already prepared a lot of things that means a lot to you. And it's nice to be able to look back down on it, right? When you have videos to accompany the
Your
photos
vows,
as well.
your tears, everything that's
Laughter.
happening, your
Everything
laughter.
that's being said.
Yeah.
Like even during your tea ceremony, when somebody says something really funny.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, or like well wishes from like the elderly.
Correct.
Yeah, something that you can definitely hold on to
It
for
ties
many,
a lot
many
to the
years.
photo, so when you see your frame up, I remember that moment with the video.
Correct.
It's very nice.
Yeah. So
Right.
yes, we strongly suggest you to have a videographer, even if you already have a photographer.
It excites both your sense also, the sight and sound.
That's true. Is videography essential if there is no gate crashing?
I think it's kind of like the previous question as well. Essential.
Okay.
It's really something very nice to have to help you with your to have memories later on. Gate crash is just one small portion
Part of your
the
entire day, right? Yeah.
Your day is going to be like what, 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. Gate crash is only
Half an hour.
30 minutes,
30
sometimes 20 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you have the whole day to go. You have the outdoor shoot, you have your ROM, you have your bridesmaid speech if you have, you have your vows. So not necessarily that without the gate crash you don't need to have a video because it's how we piece the story together to make it a meaningful video for you also.
Yeah, which is why I think it's important also for couples to share with you guys what are their plans for the entire day, so you can, agar Rishon find out the story and the mood board for the entire video that you're about to craft also, so that when you video on the actual day, you know what kind of video you eventually give to your couples also, right?
Yeah, we always do ask for their plan and all that. Yeah, and we always joke with our couples like, Chinese New Year, people are always sitting around watching like those Chinese movies and all that, right? Never mind, the next time you have your video, you play your video for everybody to watch.
Yeah, because we will touch on about Marymo's videos later as well. Yes. Okay, the next question. Is a pre-wedding video necessary? I think this is a question that has come up because a lot of couples nowadays are exploring into pre-wedding videos on top of pre-wedding photos.
Yeah.
So this person is asking whether is a pre-wedding video necessary?
I feel that the pre-wedding video, it gives a bit of an insight about how you both, depending on which kind of pre-wedding videos you are looking for. There is the interview kind, there is the acting kind.
The music video.
Yeah, the music video kind. Yeah, so what I'm talking about right now is the acting kind, and it gives a little bit of insight about how you and the other half met. Or interview also, you can just share a little bit about how you both met. Yeah, then it sort of replaces the traditional photo montage also.
Yeah, so if you are the kind that, sometimes we have couples who come to us these days like, we don't have childhood photos. Like,
what can we put?
Then what do we show?
Pre-wedding
and it's an option, or pre-wedding video is an option.
Yeah.
Or like they don't really want to show the childhood montage as well, and then or maybe some of them their family members really don't know how they got together, like what Melvin mentioned.
Love story,
so it's
right?
like it's kind of a nice way to show like what actually happened.
I think, just to add on, there's nothing that is really necessary or not necessary. It really depends on what you want to showcase, what you want to share with your loved ones during your wedding day also. So take that into consideration maybe. Okay, so I think the fourth question is a follow-up on the previous one. So this person is asking, how can we prepare ourselves for a pre-wedding video session? We have never been filmed before and I think it will be super awkward in front of the camera. So how do they prepare for a pre-wedding video session?
And trust the editor, trust the guy shooting. And the other thing is because pre-wedding, right, we are able to do reshoots. That one maybe will put you at ease of mind already. Because once you are okay with the takes, and we'll plan the shots with you. Yeah. Then that's when things are set in motion, right? What you just need to do is to just smile and just don't think of anything, something like that. Yeah, and for interview-wise, right, you think you said something wrong, you don't want to put that in. Yeah, then that's okay to put out also. But everyone's shy with camera. I'm also camera shy.
Sure enough.
Yeah, I'm so camera shy. So I think at the first 1 minute, 2 minutes, you definitely after that you get a hang of it. I see a lot of couples opening up after. The first 2 minutes is the hardest because you're not used to looking at the camera. Yeah.
And I think it's so important for you to be comfortable with the videographer and the photographer that you engage eventually.
Yes, definitely. And like what Melvin said, I think part of this whole thing, the most important thing is the planning process. When you are planning, you must already voice out if you are not comfortable with something. And then of course plan what you're comfortable with. Like don't do something that you're
out of character.
Yeah, totally out of character. Then it doesn't show you also.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, on the wedding day, you want to be able to show yourself.
Yep.
So don't have to do anything that's totally out.
Correct. If you guys are the goofy kind and do those mushy and kissy, then your friends will be like, okay. So that's not you. Yeah, they'll be more weird out also.
Must be authentic.
Yeah, so as always, plan ahead, align expectations, and just be yourself,
Just be
right?
yourself,
Most importantly.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you paid for this, you don't have fun. It's another
Defeats the
stress
purpose.
work day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
Can you make me sound nicer on video?
Can.
I want to sound a little bit sweeter, more demure.
On that day, try to help us speak a little bit more also. So to make our
Help you, help me, is it?
help you to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot. We only can tweak lah. So it's very hard for us to make your voice sound super demure. We only can change the pitch of it, the tune, but to make you, if you are very fierce on that day, we then make you very demure. So it's a little bit hard for us to change
Yeah, I
it
think
totally.
the facial expression also
Yes,
won't
correct,
jive.
that doesn't match
Won't jive
anymore.
with the sound.
The mood also changes.
Okay.
Yeah, then it doesn't look like you. It's just like what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
Now,
true.
the authenticity of the whole thing. But the other thing I think is also, aside from this, sounding demure and all that, quality. So sometimes, which is why sometimes your videographer will ask to mic you up. They will try to get better sound quality, that kind of thing. So it gives them more room to edit as well instead of that. So yeah.
Okay. So in other words, it can be done. Just
There's limitations.
just like photos, right? Just edit. You can't really change the entire photo.
Correct.
Just like how they can't change the entire voice altogether.
Less pitchy maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a quick check if we have any comments or questions so far.
Nervous.
Everybody very kind so far. You have been very, very clear, so nobody will got any further questions for now.
I hope.
I hope. Anybody says hi? Hi.
Yeah, so as usual, if you have any question, please leave it down in the comment box below. In the meantime, please like and share the love. I think the whole point of all these episodes is that we really want to share as much information as we can with you. So please don't be shy, ask any questions you might have
especially
that's related to wedding videography so that the professionals can answer you, yeah?
Correct. Especially if the potential or the brides have anything to ask, please feel free to ask. So we want to address all the stress away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, since there's no question for now, we will move on to the next question. Why do you start so early before the groom even arrive at my place?
Okay. So if we start at the same time as the groom, right, we'll start with a gate crash. There is no beginning. We wanted to have a beginning of how she waits for the groom as a beginning, and a middle where he is gate crashing, and an end where he fetches you. So there's a beginning, middle, end to each story, like each segment. So that's the gate crash segment. We have the ROM segment. We have the speech segment. So,
And I think for video, there's also a bit of setting up to do.
Right.
And we need to check the lighting situation, and it's not as. I think as a photographer, it's pretty straightforward sometimes. I just take out my camera. I can start shooting in like a matter of minutes. The moment I get it up, I can start shooting already. But it's like with video, they need to set up the equipment, the tripod. They need to check the angles, the light. And sometimes, I think sometimes in the morning, Leon and I would just go around switching on the lights in the house. Okay, which light can
Trying
we
all the
use?
lights,
We're trying out different things. So it's like there's already time wasted just on that alone.
Yeah, prep work.
Yeah, prep work. And it's just different. So it's like, and for photos, it's like, I can go in and out of the room, that kind of thing. So I'll be running in, take some photos of the brides, and then I'll go out, take some photos of the bridesmaids outside preparing, or the family members outside preparing. But for video, it's kind of like, it's very hard to keep moving around.
Yeah.
Because in terms of the lighting situation, it's different. And you have to set up a stable camera angle for video and all that. It's all different as well.
Yeah.
So I think more time is needed for all that kind of thing.
So I think, videographers or even photographers, they're not trying to cheat your money by arriving early or adding on extra hour. It's, everybody just want to provide the best for you at the end of the day. And if, like Melvin mentioned, let's say we start a story without without the once upon a time, we jump straight into, and then the Prince Charming kissed the princess. It's like, huh? What happened? So I think it's better for you to have a better recollection of the entire day, and also it's better for those friends and relatives who couldn't make it to the morning session to be able to tell what happened in the morning as well. So it gives everybody a greater insight into whatever that went on throughout the day lah. So I think there's a reason of why we all do things, and this is a great question. So maybe we never thought that couples would actually have this question in their mind. So thank you for asking that question as well.
And one important moment I want to share for the morning one is the veiling portion. So if let's say you don't have that covered, you'll miss out the greatest moment with your family, I feel.
Yes, especially.
The most intimate moment.
The most intimate moment, yes.
Correct.
You feel the emotions on the day. It's very different on other days that you feel them. It's like finally you are all grown up. You are really going now.
Correct.
You see them. Some are more emotional. Then you really see them going all out for you that day. They are always the one behind.
It's like that
Feel
quiet moment. It's like, the whole day is like going to be such a rush. In the morning, you wake up and then you got to get your makeup done. Everybody's rushing around. Then that quiet moment when finally the parents sit there with the bride, it's like like suddenly it sets in like this is it.
Yeah.
You know, like
This is happening, guys.
Yeah, this is real, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's like really like sometimes when the parents really feel, you can really see it in their faces sometimes, and their eyes is like
Swelling up,
Yeah.
cheering up.
Yeah. Although some are tough love, where we can see one,
Yeah.
can see their tough love, yeah, just like, okay, hug.
You know, Asians being Asians.
Yeah.
Like, okay, take care.
I know you are.
Okay.
Deep down you are like, oh, please don't go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have some questions. We'll get back to that after we answer a few more. So just be patient. Why do pre-wedding videos vary so much in prices? That's like the
Pre-wedding
most popular topic. Of course, we'll touch prices.
Price
one.
lah,
Yeah.
of course. But pre-wedding videos are all different.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of pre-wedding video you want. It can be like a simple interview where really two
Just
people are
sit
just
down.
sitting here. You don't go anywhere. You don't, and then it's pretty fast to film.
1 hour, 2 hours. it's good
If
to
you
go.
do a music video, or let's say you do like a whole reenactment of like how you met, and then how your dating life was, well, that will probably
that's gonna
take
take
Yeah,
a lot of
especially
time.
those like made in school.
Yeah, that's gonna take up a lot of
and then
time.
fun, and then you know, know each other.
The filming time for different things will take up different durations and all, different duration, and the
Yeah.
editing,
Correct.
and the planning for it.
The storyboarding, all that we have to draw up and make sure you're comfortable with it. Yeah. So a lot of time goes into the back end,
Yeah.
which is why there's a variation in price. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think as long as you're clear about what you want, then it'll be better for the videographer to be able to answer you and assist you better to guide you in terms of like what kind of packages they have and how many hours they need.
Yeah.
So there isn't a one size fit all,
Correct.
Yeah.
no matter what services you're looking for. So it's always better to just inquire, ask as many questions as you want, so that you know both parties are clear on what are the deliverables at the end of the day. Yeah. How long are your wedding videos typically?
For highlights, so actual day, right?
Yeah, it's not very specific. So maybe we can just talk about highlights and also if you have any extended, then what kind of services do you guys offer?
Okay.
Our highlights about 3 to 6 minutes. So sometimes they are same day edits, as in they are produced on the same day. Sometimes they are not.
Okay.
So depending on the schedule of the couple that day, sometimes couples are okay with not having them shown on the same day. So yeah, so our highlights are generally 3 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
But in our package, we also provide like an extended video.
Okay.
The extended video, it's usually about an hour long.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a trailer and a movie kind of thing.
So this is a movie that your couples can play during Chinese
Yeah,
New
correct.
Year.
Chinese New Year, don't need to play the Stephen Chow movie anymore. Just play your own wedding
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that long thing, that long video, it's like just all the different segments of your day, lah. So of course it's slightly edited, but it's like just basically your entire day string together.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What kind of videos and how long are they?
For us, we don't really focus on the length of the video per se. It's
Okay.
more of the content, what's happening.
Okay.
So we want to keep it more engaging. We want to keep it engaged. So every frame you are getting excited for the next frame. Yeah, that's how we pace the story. Then we don't want you to get bored out suddenly and just switch off.
Okay.
So the typical one will be about, also similarly, it's about 3 to 6 minutes. If there is a lot more content, it may stretch up to the 6-minute range.
Okay.
Then usually the film, I would say for typical weddings, it should be around 10 minutes. Yeah, but again, I would say it's more of a content. Because if you have bridesmaid speeches, you have your long wedding vow, very nice. I love long wedding vows. Letter exchanges on top of wedding vows. Then your interviews, that will really stretch up the content. Sometimes I may even get a film of 15 minutes.
Okay.
Because I want the bride to see everything. Right? We are not shortchanging them. We are not hiding anything from them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it varies, guys. How long does it take to edit the express highlights? I think this one is most likely referring to same day edit. Yeah.
How long does it take you?
Yeah, I think about 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 to 5 hours, depending on, because we focus a lot on narratives on the day and the morning, whichever. So wherever you can grab natural audio, right, we'll try to put it in. That's when the scrubbing of the audio, we make sure it works for the film. It'll take a lot of time. then which will take about 4 to 5. Yeah, I would say the range is about 4 to 5. Yeah.
Same, Leon takes about 4 to 5 hours. So I think that's why it's very important that we often get the schedule from the couples so that we kind of know, we can kind of plan out like exactly how much time he has to edit. And then sometimes we can tell them, we can let them know when it's not really feasible and we kind of need more time. Can we do something about it? So yeah, having a schedule very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the shortest time that you had to chunk out the same day edit?
Mine would be 3 hours.
3 hours. Wow.
Yeah. Plus the RM was happening and I had to reach the RM really early because it started the wedding late. So immediately you go over there, you have to do the RM.
Okay.
Yeah. Then at 2+ they have to play the highlights. It was something that pieced together, but you don't. Of course, you cannot piece every single thing together. Yeah, you just piece all the more critical parts out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Leon's fastest was 3.5.
Leon is behind here, by the way, guys.
He's
Shy.
nodding like, he's shy. Yeah. Okay, so I think his fastest was about 3.5 plus minus. But we really
Don't encourage.
You have to encourage that. It's very, the risk is there, and your videographer, the heart is pumping so fast. They're so stressed, really. You don't know whether it will disappoint you or not. We don't want to disappoint you.
And then we don't want to compromise on quality.
Yes,
the
that's
less
true.
time you have,
Definitely.
the more you have to compromise on, which is like, it's really what we don't want to do.
Yeah.
We want to give you what you see. And then you engage us because of our work, then that's what you see. Then we want to be able to spend time to give you the quality that you were promised.
Yeah. So don't try at home.
Yeah, so really grateful for couples that we need a bit more time, maybe half an hour, they will give us on that day. So,
Okay.
so that's also important. Must be a bit flexible if you're a videographer, but your videographer must give you the exact timing he needs also.
Yeah. Okay, so one last question before we go back to the Facebook comments. Is it weird not to screen same day highlights at the wedding?
Actually, we have a lot of couples, okay, not a lot, like we do have quite a number of couples who don't screen the same day highlights anymore. Some of them is because
Privacy.
they're
Shy.
shy.
Yeah.
They don't really want to show, but they do want video to keep. Some others, maybe because of their schedule, and they kind of figure out that it's not possible for it to be turned out in time, and they are okay with getting a better quality one after the wedding.
Okay.
But we do have a number who are perfect. They don't show it anymore. So I don't think it's weird not to have, but of course we want it. Of course.
For me myself, I don't have a highlight also on my wedding day. So we had other things lah. I had my own video, my own journey with my current wife.
Hi, wife.
Who's also there.
Yeah. Then the wedding highlights are more for the guests. At the end of the day, right, you want your memory to be with you. So you can do other things with your guests on the day, like play Kahoot. I've seen lots of that nowadays.
Yeah.
Quite fun, quite interactive.
Yeah.
I mean, the shoe game also. Yeah.
And then the blindfolding one.
Yeah, it's cheesy, I know, everybody's doing the same, but the mood is different for every couple. Yeah, they see you as a friend, they want to cheer for you, either cheer for you or laugh at you. Yeah.
I think for me to add on, I don't think anything is weird. So just because you see at your friend's wedding, just because you see at your relative's daughter's wedding, doesn't mean that you have to do exactly the same thing, right? Like, just because people are lining up their bridesmaids and groomsmen to be according to their height, doesn't mean that you have to do that. Yes, of course, in pictures it looked a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but sometimes it's all about what's in the heart and how you want to relate, how you want to showcase these relationships that you have with your friends and family on the wedding day. So don't be too restricted by what is seen as the norm in weddings, but try to have a wedding that speaks
Yourself.
like two of you,
It's you.
the relationship that you share, the relationship that you share with your close friends, your families. It doesn't have to be Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V and just apply it to the wedding that you have.
Similar to the pre-wedding video, I would say don't go out of character. Because once you go out of character, we will notice, we see that you guys are not comfortable. It's very obvious on the screen. And we know it's not you. Then it will make quite hard for us to shoot because we don't know whether to make you that kind or to make you this kind. We are confused already.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
It's your day after all.
Yeah.
And then what you want to remember is how you were, Yeah, and not somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go touch base with the Facebook questions. Okay, the first question is, how long in advance should videographer reach before the gate crash is to start?
Before the room arrives.
Before the room arrives.
For us, it's an hour before, so we get ample time to film out the prep work and the billing. Yeah.
For us, it's about an hour and a half before.
Okay,
Yeah.
so an hour and a half before gate crash.
An hour and a half.
An hour,
I think
depend
an
on the
hour is a
videographer.
minimum.
Yeah,
and
an hour
it's
is
really a
minimum.
minimum.
Because once we go there, we hope that things are almost ready, that we can really start to film. Because we don't want to go so early and make you feel uncomfortable. So,
Yep.
yeah, we want to start shooting when you are at your best, you're looking your best, your makeup is done, all of that.
Yeah.
I think just enough time for setup, enough time for
Prep.
prep work,
Yeah.
enough time for you
Yes,
to
there is.
for them to shoot the veiling moments
Yeah.
especially. And then if you want to have any quiet time with your like parents,
And
maybe
maybe
you
even
get-
your bridesmaids.
yeah, exactly. Maybe you get emotional during veiling. You need time to recollect
yeah,
yourself. So maybe an
correct.
hour, I think, is a very very good gauge.
And we don't want to come too early because maybe the mascara only half done, one face. Yeah.
Okay, the next question. So what can we do to create more content for the wedding video?
Create content.
Yeah.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Create content.
By creating content, the she or he means gate crashing, or I would say, okay, to create more content, off my mind is content is gate crashing, it's wedding vows, it's speeches, and all the fun moments that, and all the little moments that you have with your loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like some couples they have letter reading.
Letter reading.
Maybe letters to each other. They write
Yeah.
personal letters to each other and they read it to each
Yeah,
other. Or they give gifts.
Yeah, they give gifts also.
Right,
Give gifts to
correct,
parents,
correct. Yeah.
parents, yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
It's-
don't do it
Because it's
For the
just
sake of
because
the
you want to
video.
create
Yes,
content, but do
yes.
it because you
You
really
have the
wanted
heart.
to do it in
Yes.
the first place. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like, for example, wedding dances, right? Some people do it because they want to have a wedding dance.
Yeah.
Then they spend so much time learning the choreograph. They spend so much time learning, okay, don't stand on my feet. Okay, now left, now right. That when they actually do it on the wedding day itself, it's like two robots trying to move around. Then you lose the entire essence of doing a first dance in the first place.
Yep.
So, always do something because you really
I like it.
enjoy it, because it's really
Not forced.
you, and not because, people have this, I want to have it also, and okay, my wedding video only got 3 minutes, I want to stretch it out to 5 minutes, so I want to do a letter reading.
Correct.
So words is one of the most widely used language of love, but some guys, especially guys, they are not very into words. So it's very hard for them to express themselves if, let's say, you want them to just read a letter to you in front of people whom they don't know. So don't do things for the sake of doing it. Otherwise, your video will come up very unnatural.
Maybe you can choose to do it, but we can choose not to screen it also because
Yeah,
that will personalize your
True.
whole video. Yeah. So the letter reading, sometimes it gets more emotional than the bow itself. Yeah. Because now it's only the two of you. You're just spending this quiet time alone, out of the whole day.
Yeah.
Both of you are just together, feeling that you're getting this private time with your loved ones.
That reminds me, we once had this couple they were very cute. They wrote a letter to each other. And then after like the photo session, they actually told us, okay, we want a place where we can read the letter to each other. Then when we were going to the area, they actually told us, but we don't want to be recorded.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was really, really a private moment.
Yeah.
But they want the scene of it. As in, they
Just
want
the scene, but not the audio.
yeah, so and actually we stood pretty far away because we realized that they wanted it to be very private. So we stood pretty far away, we filmed it, we took photographs, but it was really a moment that they shared.
Oh, that's very nice.
So yeah, and that's them. So they kind
That's
of
them.
did it, but you know that they're not doing it to create content, but that's something that they wanted to do. And I think that's more meaningful.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah. I think like quiet time with your other half is really very, very precious.
Yeah.
Especially when the day like just gonna like literally just fly by. At least you have that few minutes pockets
Yeah,
of
you
time.
still can remember
Yeah.
with spending time with him on that.
Yeah.
Him or her.
Yeah. Okay, third one. Can you share one golden advice to couples who are looking out for videographers/photographers on their big day?
Golden advice.
Golden advice.
go with the style you're comfortable with.
Yes, I
Don't
think
end
that's
up
the most
getting
important.
don't end up getting a product that you don't want because of the price.
Mm.
Yeah, I understand also price is a concern for a lot of people, but there are things that videographers do that mostly on the shoot day you cannot see. How they edit, how they change a lot of stuff like their colors and all that, how they took it back to that day, make it piece the story up for you. Yeah. So I guess I choose the style you're comfortable with.
Okay.
I know that there is a few styles like the MTV style,
Yep.
and the voiceover. Yeah.
Yeah. More authentic sound, the real sound kind. So yeah, really, style is definitely number one, I feel.
Yeah.
Really, because I always tell my couples, you can go and research, you can go and meet as many vendors as you want.
Yeah.
Most importantly, after meeting all these people, if you come back to us, then at least I know that you have done your homework,
Yeah.
and we are the ones you want. Then we feel confident in going to
Shoot for you.
shoot for you to cover your day, because we know that whatever we give you, you are going to like it.
Yeah.
That's the most important to us. So always really style is number one. Then of course find somebody who fits your budget.
Yeah.
One other thing that we always strongly encourage our couples to do is meet the person. Because after all, you want to be comfortable with the person who's coming on your day.
Yeah.
If you for some reason you don't, I don't know, you don't like the person on site,
Yeah.
or like you don't feel comfortable with the person, then how are you going to be natural in front of the person on your
Yeah.
big day? You'll be, then your whole day feels kind of ruined, like surrounded by people that you
You
don't
and
like.
this
Kind of.
person.
Yeah, it feels weird.
And this person will be with you like the entire 10 hours.
Yeah, and in close, like intimate moments,
Yeah.
it's like it feels weird.
He's witnessing all the intimate moments. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think
Style, price, and
Comfortable.
chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry, yes.
chemistry, yes, definitely.
Take note. Okay, one last question from the Facebook before we go back to our initial thread of questions. Okay, this is something personal.
Oh.
I mean, the person says something personal. So I'm guessing the person wants you to say, wants you to share more about what's your greatest takeaway as a wedding videographer thus far.
I get to learn about love again.
Whoa!
Wow.
Really. I get to, I get every single wedding. I get to learn about the meaning of love.
Wow. So what's the meaning of love?
The intimacy, the closeness, how you share, the language of love, how you're going to treat your loved ones, how they are there for you always, how they are supporting you. Lots of it. So every wedding you see how parents treat the kid, the daughter, how the wife treat the groom treat the bride, stuff like that. Yeah. Then for church wedding, he or she will be saying sermons, so things like that. We trying to.
So can I? Is it right for me to say that after every wedding, right? Then when you go home, you love your wife.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like 10%, 20%, 30%.
Somebody should
So
film
now
me
how many
right now,
percent
look at
already?
it. 110
1,000 plus, I think.
3,000 I love you,
3,000.
He's trying to earn brownie points. What did you do wrong?
I come into 贵榴莲 already.
What about Pat? What's your greatest takeaway so far?
I don't know. I think after every wedding, we always feel very inspired. It's not just the love between the two of them, the couple. But I think like what he says, on the wedding day, you see so many people coming together to make effort for these two people. So it's not just the love between the two of them, but the love like the family has for
Support.
them, the bridal party has for them, waking up so early, doing so many things.
Yep.
And then you can tell that sometimes like the bridal party they are already so tired, they are tired, but they still scramble out to do so many things. Then it's like after every wedding, Leon and I will have like, it's not like our debrief, but we'll be sitting around like, yeah, she did this, it's like, wow, like, then we'll be talking about the wedding, we'll be like reliving the whole day again, like in the hour that's after that. We'll always be talking about it because I think it's really amazing.
It really takes a village.
Yeah, it really takes a village.
So must
Yeah,
be
it's so
appreciative.
inspiring.
Must be appreciative of all those people who are out to
Correct.
go out and help you.
Okay. After a very deep session, let's go back to our Facebook our initial thread of questions. Okay, so this person asked, we don't really like to have someone direct us for the entire day's flow of activity. So in this case, will videography still be possible?
Yeah. The direction doesn't necessarily have to keep coming. It's like for us, right? We probably once the moment starts, like, let's say the veiling, then we won't interrupt. Yeah, things like that. Then we won't even go and say, we'll do a retake. Let's say once the groom kind of fetches the bride, we have for us we have 2 angles, so we don't really need to keep retaking.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it's good to have just one authentic moment, unless the groom
It's lost.
is lost.
'Cause it's
yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
Yeah, it's first time. They stand there, don't know what to do, so we need a bit of cut away.
Okay.
Yeah, but most of the time, no, they know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, like what Melvin says, sometimes direction is important. Because it's like even like veiling, sometimes parents will stand there and now what?
lost. What should I do?
Yeah, like now then it's like okay, then I think providing some direction
Yeah, some.
is
okay.
useful. But then after that, yeah, he's right. So once it
moment
starts
starts.
and they're in it and they're in the moment, then we just let them be. Yeah, until if let's say they look at us again and they
Correct.
want to get some ideas on what next.
What next,
Then we'll
yeah.
just tell them,
Usually,
okay,
yeah.
your job is done. You can go now.
Yeah. It's more like the awkward pauses that they don't know
Yeah.
what to do. Then okay, we'll be here again. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think like for the two of you, your style is not really like the how to say the movie kind
movie
where
kind
like
lah,
yeah.
yeah. Cut.
Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Your
don't
smile
have like,
cannot-
the director board like chopping in front of you. Yeah.
I doubt there is. I think there's less and less of this also. Like, because it's quite interruptive lah, I would say.
I won't be surprised that there might be some couples who actually.
Yeah,
Like
so
that,
it depends
like
on
that.
depends on
Yeah.
the style you're looking
Yeah,
for.
Yeah, correct.
couples who
Again,
actually want
yes,
that
yes.
because-
Yeah, is my smile okay? Can you make me sound nicer?
Yeah, because they really want it to
Yeah.
to
Shine.
be
Very,
exactly
like-
what is supposed to be.
Yeah.
A perfect video.
Yeah, correct. And they might be really lost maybe. So I think some people might really want some direction. Some people want zero direction. So yeah, again, I'll pick the videographer
depends.
that suits you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Our videographer suggested writing a letter to each other during our pre-wedding video. We think it's too mushy. Is there any other ways we can do it? I think we briefly covered this earlier. Is there anything that you want to add on to this?
Letters don't have to be mushy. Letters can be funny.
True. Oh, you want to give an example? You were just mentioning
Oh
to
yeah,
us.
last week we had a couple that did a haiku poem. I think it's rather cute. Then I think the groom also started with something funny like I want the see you smile. Yeah, something like that. So it can be cute lah. It doesn't really have to be always I love you, you love me. Yeah, it can be yourself. That's why I feel it's your own personal memory. You don't want to cringe after watching your own video.
That's true.
Yeah.
As long as it's authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
And if
true
you
to yourself.
Yeah,
true
if
to
you don't want to write a letter, sing a song.
Sing a song.
I don't know, it can be anything.
Yeah, I guess
Do
sing
you
on the
sing?
stage.
Do you sing to your wife?
No lah, I cannot sing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that's like-
She asked me to
eh,
shut up.
But Leon and I always tell the couples, there are only 2 kinds of singing that's entertaining. The very good one
Or the very
very
bad
and the
one?
very bad.
So I have to go really low.
And it's okay.
Okay, bad. Am I later I sing?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Please
Everybody
watch
heard
to the
that,
end of the
right?
episode
Yes,
because
please make
Melvin
sure
will
you
be
watch to the
singing.
end. Melvin's gonna
You
sing.
all got me wrong at home.
This is your
Later
whole
what?
one. Got
Later,
sofa, got pillow.
Okay, next.
Okay, I don't feel comfortable speaking to the camera. Can we not have our voices in the video?
If you're really not comfortable 100%, then we'll take out our voices lah. Yeah. If you're really against your own voice, yeah. So what I would suggest is have a listen first, see whether you really cannot accept. Yeah. Because it's going to make your video more personal also. Yeah. If you leave that out, yeah, it's not going to be as personal lah. Yeah.
We always think that your vows are one of the most important
More
parts
precious,
of your day.
most precious.
Yeah.
So it's like not capturing your vows on your video. It's a bit. It makes it less personal. It kind of It's nice to have it captured on video because after all you make so much effort. That's the most important part of your day, right? So it's like it's good to have, but like what did you share just now?
I was editing my own video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was editing my own video. Then I couldn't take my voice the first time also. Yeah, why this guy sound like that one?
Like
Yeah.
cringy.
Yeah, then the second time I hear again, actually it makes a lot of sense. The day I felt, the tremble I felt, why I speak so fast. Yeah, because I'm in love with her. Yeah, I want to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So many brownie points today.
Yeah.
This one.
Purposely,
Happening,
purposely
guys.
one.
It's
Purposely
still your
one.
anniversary.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once you hear for a few more times, right, you'll get used to it, lah. Unless you're dead against your voice.
Yeah. So now he's in love with his own voice.
Sexy.
So we can hear him sing later.
Ah, see? Don't forget.
Watch another episode. Do we have to redo or reenact certain scenes so that you can piece it together? Like, for example, veiling, wearing of jacket.
It's kind of similar to the question just now about directing, right? We would like to keep the moment authentic, so we will film the true moment as it is, the moment itself. If there's additional time, yes, sometimes we do a retake, just so that if, let's say, we can get a nicer angle, a nicer scene, then we can put it into the video.
Yeah.
But let's say, like, if there isn't time, then we just move on and we just use the true moment. So, yeah.
For me, what I mean by what I feel like true moment, right, is like when they start doing it, I won't go and kacau them. So I won't go and disturb them. I won't say anything else. I will just let them do their own stuff. Yeah. So they can happen any time of the day, but once they are in their zone, they are in their zone.
Yeah.
Then you just back off.
Yeah, I'll just back off. It's not so much of directing.
Okay. Then one of the most famous questions. Do you use drone?
Our answer is no.
Yeah.
For us, for a Merry Moment, we don't use drone. Basically because there's a lot of restrictions. Okay, Melvin will explain that more
Steph
later.
can show you a map.
Yes. So there are a lot of restrictions, and
Now?
It can be. We feel that having to deal with it actually takes time away from what the moments that we want to film.
So if you look at the map, one of the restrictions is all these areas that are marked, which is almost everything. Since Singapore is quite
Yeah, Singapore is so
small.
small.
Yes.
Those marked areas are restricted areas, including the green part. So green doesn't mean go. It means cannot also.
Green means cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to Melvin's handsome face.
Hey.
Yes. Come tell us about licensing.
Licensing. Okay, one thing about licensing, yes, you can apply for a license to fly on that day, so nobody will come and disturb you, and you say you have a valid license. But to get this license, you may or may not be approved, depending on that day's activity. If someone clashes with you, then your license may be rejected, and you waste the money applying for the license. Yeah. Then the other thing is, you fly your drone, then it takes time to set up also. So it takes away a little bit of those candid moments that you really want to shoot. Like, let's say your bridal party shoot, maybe you want to shoot something really fun stuff with your bridal party, but end up you have to set up a drone, that. It takes up maybe about 10 to 15 minutes just to fly a few angles. Yeah, to line everyone up.
For that few seconds.
Yeah, for a few seconds of niceness. Yeah, but then after that, by the time we want to really shoot the things that we really want, we have to go already, no time. Back to someone's place. Yeah.
And on top of that, there are because Singapore is so small, so on certain days of the year or certain periods of the year, they don't allow flying in other areas aside from the ones that are shown in the map as well. Like National Day, you can imagine they don't allow drone flying around the Marina Bay area as well. So it's all very tricky. So you can have so Melvin has a license.
Right? Yes, pilot license, you have to get a
license. Yeah. But to get the actual day license, it might not be approved also.
Correct.
So it really depends.
So it's license plus restrictions plus time.
Time, yes.
Yes.
Time and money.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, since we are not going to use drones, we would like to have a car drive-by scene for our wedding video. Is it possible, and how should we go about it?
You have to let the videographer know in advance.
Yeah.
Then the shots that gathered may not necessarily be usable because sometimes the car is very dark. Once you drive past the daylight and you're inside the shelter, so you can't really see yourself in the car unless you are out of the car. But once you're out of the car, then you are in danger. Yeah. So you're in danger. So we don't really advise doing car shots because I think there's cases that's TP catching also. Yeah, you do this funny stunt, then your wedding day is spoiled by a TP. Stop you. Why are you doing this? All this. Must be careful because you are trying to match your speed and all that. It's very easy to spot that you're doing this and someone you're a wedding car.
There's some planning involved now. And when couples request, we do, but we also don't really encourage because it is dangerous.
We will try but it's not guaranteed.
Correct. Like there was once I think I remembered the couple asked and we said yes. The moment we got on the expressway, there were so many cars, we could barely move. So I think the only car shot you can get is you stationary in the traffic jam, that kind of thing. But it's like, It really depends,
Yeah.
and because on the road, it's not just us. There are other road users as well,
Yeah.
and you definitely don't want to get in an accident on your actual day, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Correct.
safety first.
Safety
Whatever
first,
it
safety
is,
first.
safety first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we will do a quick check if there's any Facebook comments. Okay.
Oh, yes, everybody's so kind.
Everybody's so kind.
Because
We are so
are-
clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 5 more questions that has been pre-asked by all of you before this. So in the meantime, if any other question, please just leave it in the comment box and we will get back to them after our next 5 questions. Okay, the next one. My church don't allow us to tap into their AV system to record sound. Is this okay? Thank you very much for checking in advance. I'll let the professionals answer the question now.
Yeah.
We have difficulties, with churches also. Definitely, it's going to take a toll on your sound quality because we are not allowed to mic up anything. Yeah. Then you have to let the couple handle. Usually, we have to let the couple handle it, so they can talk to the priest. They can talk to whoever's that's attending the AV system. Hopefully, we can get something. Yeah. We can't do much about it if they are very insistent that they don't allow and they see us tipping something up, they will come and scream at us. Yeah.
Correct.
We also wanted that kind of definitely because we are very narrative. So we need that voice out of it. Yeah.
So basically, if we can't, we ask and because we do many different things. We try to connect to the mixer, no mixer. We try to tape to the mics, no mics. We try to wire, as in like the clip-on mics to the groom. They don't allow. Then the sound quality basically won't be good.
Yeah, it'll be
so,
echoey.
so you just have to manage your expectations in the sense that you must know that then the sound, we try all the different ways and then it doesn't work out. Then the expectation is that the sound quality just won't be good. But can I just add on? Sometimes it's not just churches. We have been to a hotel before where, where the staff insisted that we cannot connect to their mixer.
Okay.
So
Later let me know which one.
we fight fire a bit. You're like, I cannot, like, you know, like that. Yeah. So it was a bit tricky, and then so don't just check with your church, check with your hotel as well.
Yeah, so I think when you submit your inquiry to all these venues, just double check with them.
Sound.
And especially if you're having a videographer, then it's really essential to get it, to be able to tap into the system. Otherwise, how are they going to do their job?
Yeah, I mean, some sounds don't need lah.
Yeah.
Some sounds,
Okay. My venue is very dark. Is there an issue for videos?
The short answer is yes.
Yes. Let us know in advance so we can bring our lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saying that too bright also no good because if it's patchy, the bright spotlight on you, then you march in, then if the light doesn't follow you, you are going to march in the darkness. Then we cannot see you also.
Correct. Lighting is a very big thing for video. For photos
as well, yeah.
But it's a very big thing for videos. So of course, okay, the first thing is if you know that your venue is going to be dark, your photos and videos are going to
Be dark. We cannot do much. Yeah.
be dark generally. We can't make you look like you have a garden wedding, that kind of thing. But it's like it's going to show what it was.
Yeah.
But of course, if you let us know beforehand, then we will try to plan in advance. We will also try to give you suggestions. Like I think there was a bride who told us that she's having an outdoor, like it's like going to be really dark. Right. Then she asked us, if I try to put on like some decorative lights, is it going to help? Then we did some discussion, and she actually bought some. She bought a lot actually for decoration and all that, and that helps. And that created a mood that she liked as
that
well.
also. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like if you let us know beforehand, we can try to better advise you what helps and what doesn't, and maybe you can actually get the video and photos that you want.
Yeah, I think in general, lighting is just important.
Yeah.
Even when you are out with your friends, you go cafe, you want to take the flat lay. Even in that situation, even light is important. So of course, on your wedding day, light is very, very important, regardless whether you're doing it in a church or outdoor, or indoor, or hotel, or even the hotel lighting, right? Sometimes it can be like a disco pink and purple color light.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it's not just whether it's dark or bright, it can be even like the color of the lights. So always when you go for your finalization meeting, always check with your hotel, ask them to turn on the lights to the brightness that you want. Yeah, at least you can show your photographer and videographer the video before you take a video and show them before your actual day as well.
Correct. Always ask. I think one of our pet peeves is when there are a lot of colored dancing lights around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can
Cause-
for photographers especially because if I take a shot,
Just
there could be
might
somebody that's really purple,
One is pink, one is
One
orange.
green.
yeah, or green, and look like Shrek.
Or the blue one avatar.
Yeah, and sometimes you
Everyone's
can
coming
have
out.
a Shrek avatar and a bunny all in the same
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
So if you don't want cartoon or all these superheroes,
Yeah.
please check your lighting in advance.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. We are down to the last 3 questions, guys. Okay. What factors to consider if I want to have a lunch same day edit?
Time.
Time.
I think, like they mentioned earlier, they need at least
Maybe 3 to 5.
Four
Yeah, 4
minimally
minimum.
hours.
Yes, 4. 4 is
It's
good.
very
4 is
minimum.
4 is very
Four is
minimal.
mi-
Yes.
Yeah,
minimum.
so I think if you count backwards, then it's a bit hard, not impossible.
Yeah.
But if you start your day really early, then maybe they have a bit more buffer to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So sometimes Leon and I, we actually advise couples if we ask them if you are open to having your highlights played later. So hotels always advise that your highlights are played before your second machine, which is roughly about 2:15, 2:10. And then sometimes we will tell them, okay, if you are flexible and you are okay with having your highlights being played later, let's say after your table shots, which is roughly about 3:30 kind of thing, then that buys us another hour.
Yeah.
You know? And
That was crucial. That
yeah,
was good.
an hour is good.
Yeah.
You know, at least
Lifesaver.
It makes a whole lot of difference.
Correct.
that's
Makes a whole
best.
lot of difference. So it's like whatever time we can get. So our couples are always told that okay, your highlights are going to be played at 3:30, but if we can give it to you earlier, we'll give it to you earlier. So you just plan for it to be a bit later, but
Yeah.
if we can have it earlier, then you
Great
can have it
news.
earlier. That's
Yeah.
good news. That's a
I mean,
bonus.
With every part of the wedding, right, it's always good to buffer more
Yes.
time
Yeah.
than
Correct.
less time.
Than less
time. Yeah.
Don't plan your gate crash, arrival 7 o'clock, finish 7:30,
Sure, yeah.
7:35 leave half. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Unless your
it's
gate
too
crash is not
rush.
happening at all.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, because you will definitely have excited family and friends who want to take photo with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not nice to say, I don't want to take photo with you. I take photo with you later. You know,
correct.
it's not nice. So you have to budget for all these unexpected but yet expected
Yeah.
scenarios. So don't plan everything too back to back. It's at the end of the day you will be the one panicking. Because once one thing is delayed, then it's very hard for you to play catch up. Whereas if you buffer 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, then at least if you lose out in the first 10 minutes, you still got 20 minutes to play
Yeah.
catch up.
And you don't want to be rushing around, not enjoying your
Yeah,
day.
exactly. It's like you don't want to be like, oh, next is what. Yeah. So try to enjoy yourself on the actual day, and cause it will really fly by lah. So just treasure
Yeah.
every moment.
Yeah. What's another thing you need for lunch?
What's another thing? Let me think,
What?
Food.
Yeah,
Food.
no.
Oh yeah.
They will be working on their laptop, guys.
Oh yeah, power plugs.
Oh yes, power source.
Yeah, power source. Please can
Correct.
help us find a power source if help
Correct.
us secure a table or wherever.
Table, chair,
Table,
power source,
chair.
and food and
Yeah.
water. That's all.
Yes, that's all we need to survive.
Basic necessity, like a plant like that. They need lights.
Yeah,
source very
actually
important.
a space lah. Right?
a
At least
space.
a space.
Like
it doesn't
photo
have to
booth
be a
lah.
proper room lah, but at least a space
Yeah,
where there's a
banquet.
table, a chair, and a power source. Yeah, because like we were talking about being pressed for time, right? And then can you imagine when you reach the hotel and you want to edit and there's no space?
Yeah.
Then you start scrambling, you look
Find power
around, then you
source.
waste 15 minutes just to find a
Power source.
that works.
Power source.
Yeah. we ever been to a place you
Very
plug in,
power
the socket is not working one,
Correct,
and then you have to
correct.
go to
Yes,
another place and
I know, I
wastes
think,
a lot of
yeah.
time.
Plan in advance.
Yeah.
Why do some videographers work alone, some in teams of 2, and do I need 3 videographers if I have a church wedding?
Why?
1, 2, 3.
Why? I guess it depends a lot on the style also. Yeah, if they are okay with one angle, so how they edit with one angle, it's fine. But for us, we work with 2 angles. So we have to keep things engaged, engaging, we can cut around. Yeah, sometimes we even have 3. So for church, yeah, sometimes we can have, depending on the circumstances, yeah, we will have additional shooter. Yeah.
Same. Ours, we work the same way. We also like the fact that if we have a second shooter, we like the person to be, even if it's a stationary angle, we like the person to be there. Because sometimes, sometimes we just like to be safe. Sometimes we
To be
see
safe
kids
and sorry.
running around and we get worried.
Yes.
I'm just paranoid. So it's like, I get worried that the kid will trip over the tripod or something. I'm like, it's like bad for the kid and bad for us as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes we do ask our assistant to just watch, and then it's good that if it happens that it gets blocked, there's somebody there just to move the camera around and make sure it's never blocked and all that. But that said, there are a lot of videographers who work solo. They set up a stationery somewhere. Takes a lot of experience though to set up, to know that you set up in that place and it's not going to be
disturbed.
Yeah, it won't be disturbed. So it's like I'm quite amazed. Yeah. So it's really a
So
style
always
that
just
works.
your style and check with your videographer how did they usually work and see what kind of angle you want lah. If you want more angle, then obviously you need more than one person.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
We're down to our very last question for the day.
Yay.
Oh.
Why can't I use my favorite song for the video?
Actually, this question comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Do you get it a lot?
Yeah, I get it. I get why should I choose my own music? Yeah, I get the question. Can I choose my own music? Yeah. I say okay. You can send me your music. We see whether it's techno. What kind of music is it? If it's going to be techno, right, or the beach music, definitely I have to see whether is there a mood to it.
Yep.
If you have dancers, maybe I can put that inside. Yeah, but most of the time it boils down to licensing and copyright. Like Trina say, yeah.
Correct. So we, because your videos, very often you want to be able to upload them on Facebook or Instagram and share with your friends and all that. And then these platforms to generally check whether you have licensing for the music that you use, or they'll just ban your video from being uploaded.
Okay.
So we generally use non-mainstream music that we buy the rights for the videos for. So we try to keep so it can be uploaded anywhere, that kind of thing. So yeah, we do get questions about using your favorite song. But like Melvin was mentioning also, if you use the most popular song,
maybe in a few months' time you won't be hearing it anymore. Like Ed Sheeran, I don't know whether I'm hearing perfect in any more videos.
You'll be surprised.
And Christina Perri, 1,000 Years. Yeah,
It's still being played. What?
Yeah, it's still being played, but I don't know whether in 20 years down the road you
cringe at
why
the
did I
sound
choose
of
that?
it.
I think always go with something more timeless,
More
classy.
not just a popular song at correct.
And you can always play popular songs at home or when Melvin sing.
In 2 minutes time, please stay tuned.
Actually, there's a lot of people, they say, go Melvin, we want to hear you sing.
Yay!
So you cannot disappoint our viewers.
Yes.
Quick,
Otherwise we cannot.
comment if you want to hear Melvin sing now.
Please
You have 1
comment
minute
down
to
below.
comment. 1 minute to
His
comment.
face
You
is
wanna hear
getting
Melvin
redder
sing?
already. It's not the light, guys. It's not the light.
Like, hush, quick, love.
What song?
Yes,
Our
But she-
director will.
okay.
You want Ed Sheeran?
Come on.
Perfect.
You want
no,
perfect?
No, cannot. Oh,
And
okay.
who wants to see Yun Yun in the picture
Oh, yeah,
while
she should
Melvin
be
is
here. She should sit here while I'm
Yes?
singing.
Okay, I shall
Yeah,
give
yeah.
up my seat.
Yeah,
Quick.
she.
Yeah,
you
come
want to
here,
hear,
come here,
right?
Screen, come, don't
Yay.
forget. Okay, those who
I
want
invite
Yun
her
Yun
over.
to be in, quick, come on, comment.
She's coming,
We
coming.
want Yun Yun.
We want
Quick,
Yun Yun.
please comment. We love Yun Yun. Hashid.
Can I comment myself?
Yes, okay, comment if you want to see Yun Yun in the picture, in the frame right now.
Faster choose a song so our editor can, our director can put it.
Quick, think of a song.
I'm thinking.
Quick. She's shaking her head.
But she's not sitting here. She's not sitting here.
See, we really need,
Yeah,
we
give
really
me
need
some
Yun Yun in the
face.
picture before we
Yeah,
can
virtual
get this.
applause.
Oh yay! Okay, cut the video.
This was not planned for, guys. Huh? Comment?
Are there more questions?
爱我别走. Wow.
Wow. Wait,
I'm sure you will cringe in 20 years.
get crash. I think get crash now.
Somebody
It's not
kena sabo also.
Come on.
Somebody said we want Leon to sing also.
Oh,
Leon.
Leon. We sing together, Leon. Get crashing.
点歌 quick, dedicate. What
老板, what song you want?
Wow, ayo, don't want
Maybe offer,
shy
come on.
Okay.
Hey, your wife come here already.
Okay,
Cannot
okay.
shy.
So maybe.
You want more brownie points, right? Don't pretend.
Yeah.
Later have to 跪榴莲.
Okay. What song you want?
What song you
What is
want?
my-
Quick.
What song you
Okay,
want now? We
okay.
support you.
What is our wedding song?
What's your wedding song?
Wait,
Did you
let me
just ask
think.
that? On
No,
video, there will
very
be forever.
Okay. I'm very bad at lyrics.
It's okay,
Okay,
I
I'm
can
gonna
Google
sing now,
for
I'm
you.
gonna
I can
sing
Google
now.
for you.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can
okay.
Google.
Hey, you want to清唱 or you want music?
清唱啊，清唱
清唱啊
more feel what?
Wow,
Oh,
Qing Chang
okay.
more feel.
How did this become like a
Can we please focus on them?
interview.
Me and Patrina are just a care left fair.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, no, we will like you know the
yeah,
concert.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
come.
Okay, I'm gonna sing in 3, 2, 1. 原来你是我 I cannot remember the lyrics.
哎，哇！
原来我们的爱情曾经靠得那么近。
Okay, cut.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you everyone.
You need to hug your wife, you know. She sang for you, you know.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, Leon turn.
Eh,
Wait.
Leon,
Okay.
Leon,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you all.
you.
Thank you all for being so supportive, Mabel. Thanks.
Who is Mabel?
Who's Mabel?
Wow, she
Our
点歌 for you leh. You are the reason.
Okay.
Wow, you see, Hashi Hashi. Thank you for the support. He sang well. Did he sing well or not?
Did he sing well? If he sing well, then he will sing more. Okay, jokes aside, oh, we want Leon. Leon, how? I got so many requests. You just come in and say hi lah. Just say hi, can already. Discount for you already.
No, it's a trap.
Leon is very shy, guys.
Yeah, okay, he's very shy lah.
Okay lah. We'll let Leon go
Definitely
for now.
not. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, Melvin and Patrina, for sharing your
you.
insights.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our fans behind the
Yes.
scene for
Yay.
your
Thank you,
virtual support.
Cactus.
Yes, thank you, Cactus, for
Yes.
streaming this live so that we can share with all of you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, we will be back next week on Thursday, 19th of September. And we will be talking about hair and makeup. And it's going to be very, 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 very interesting, guys. Remember Wei Lun from our first episode? I will insert a picture here if I can, but it is very ad hoc. So, yeah, so Wei Lun will be in the episode as well. You have to watch whether he will be the one doing the makeup or he will be the one being made up. So maybe you can also comment down below to see whether you want him to be the one doing the makeup or the one being made up or both. And then we will see what I can arrange for you. No promises, but we will definitely all try to make him do it lah. He's supposed to be here today, but since he's not here, so we get to decide what is going to be done to him next week.
Made up.
Okay? So tune in next Thursday, 19th September, same time, 7:45 p.m. and we will see you here. So thank you very much, everybody. Once again, please comment, like, love, share. Don't show angry face. And then we will see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.